And so, for this to be the first Glow In Theory, we're honored. All right, and we're gonna get it started. I want y'all to get as close as you can so you can feel what she's about to give you and what this band is about to give you. Thank you.
Black boys are like the color purple. I think it pisses God off whenever you walk past a flower in a field and not notice just how hard it is to stay above ground.
There's been a lot of discussions within our scene and just within the art community itself with the amount of visibility that female or even female identifying people hasn't really been experiencing an overwhelming amount of support. So we wanted to come together, get as many people involved as possible and kind of like address that in a sense, you know, just like give back and just give love back, you know, and just allow them to be and have a great experience as artists and be able to have that intimate moment with people who genuinely enjoy their music and genuinely like enjoy their artistry.
I would lick my baby off the list. Wake up early, check the list. Quickly distribute some pieces and then go handle my business. I'm a 2K6 in business. Versus compliments of worthy. Gifted with the knowledge, dog, and even some power like raw.
Well, I've pretty much been making music my whole life. I went to Berklee College of Music. I went to school for music, and I realized this is what I want to do with my life. And I started rapping because I came back and I went to this place called Everlasting Life Cafe. And it would be like EU performing there, and Avion, and like the Ku Klux Klan, Cal, all of them. And it made me want to start rapping, that and Tribe Called Quest. And I was like, I have to do this. So I started recording with Sloan, my best friend, and we formed a Coco. Our goal was really to change the way our peers thought, like to make it okay to be yourself, especially for women, especially for Black women, to feel beautiful and to feel like, okay, I'm who I am, and that is what it is, take it or leave it. Like, that was always what we wanted to do with our music.
Well, I've always been interested in like music and arts. Like from a young age, I started playing piano from like age 6. From there, learned how to play more instruments and stuff. And then I started producing, and then producing led to DJing, and now here I am doing all this.
Kleonaptra! Listen, before the music go on, I need y'all to make a warm round of applause for Kleonaptra, y'all.
It's super empowering. Like, it's very, like, all these women here tonight, they're very powerful. Like, everything that they do, their talents, they are amazing. And I'm very, like, honored and blessed to be a part of something this huge with such, like, talented women.
Odd Mojo, female rapper. Nah, scratch that. Odd Mojo, MC. Odd Mojo is really like a way of living. I'm trying to channel my mojo, so I should just be Odd Mojo to inspire people to just be them. When they hear the name Odd Mojo, it just comes off like that's her, like that's who she wants to be. You know what I'm saying? Like just being you to the fullest.
I go by Odd Mojo from Capitol Heights, Maryland. Man, make some noise if you from MD, man.
People are always saying like, you know, women can't be vulgar or like say certain things, and I can always see people say like if you use profanity, like you don't know how to articulate, and I don't think that's true. I feel like there's sometimes like certain words just are for emphasis, like it's necessary, and I don't know, it's just expression, I guess. My name is Jessic. and I'm a DJ and event organizer.
I feel as though everything is connected, and part of growing up, I've found it challenging to find how things connect. And that's what I'm doing now, is trying to figure out how to connect the sciences to music and art, especially with the psyche and the mental, and understanding how music is important in helping people stay sane in this world, because this world is crazy. I've been lucky enough to blend well in a male-dominated environment. As a woman in the scene that wants to actually do this as a living, like, you have to be even more passionate and dedicated than your male peers to be taken seriously. Because even like I said, like how I identify, like gender-wise, it's like, unless I have that conversation, it's not really like discussed. And then my reaction from my male peers has always been of respect.
I feel like all throughout my life it's always been, oh, you're weird, like you're a girl, you're not supposed to act like that. Like I'd be on the freaking playground at recess doing fake karate, and like I remember like boys being like, ew, that's weird, why do you do that? So it's always been like, especially as a black woman, it's always been like, oh, you gotta act a certain way. Or people expect a certain thing from you. They expect the angry black woman or whatever stereotypes they have, but I always was just myself.
When I was 16, that was like my first like experience like going out and being around people. Like I never really went out like with my friends to the movies or downtown shopping. Like go-go was my first experience really being with like my peers. I go back now listening to that, I'm 22, and I just feel the same that I felt then, and I just want to keep listening to that and bring that to the people when I have my shows and
Chop with me, somebody chop with me, man.
When I perform and play go-go, I think people are automatically gonna f with it since they're from the DMV, but some people will be like shy and they're just like to themselves. But I feel like by me bringing that energy, like me feeling that shit, it might spice them and it might make them want to come out their shell and just really just turn up to the go-go shit. But nah, not really. I be thinking people gonna turn up, but some people be holding back, but I know they want to chop. I know they want to chop, son. I know they want to, son. It's gonna happen sooner or later, son. They gonna keep seeing me perform. They gonna keep seeing me play go-go, and they just gonna end up chopping. I'm gonna bring go-go back.
It's very rare to see a female lineup, and I think it encourages a lot of women who are in the audience to be like, oh, dang, like these women can do it, I can do it too, because it's really not easy being like a woman in the industry, because there's a lot of setbacks and just people's egos get in the way into shows. So it's nice to see like women being able to like come together to perform.
When I first started, it was hard to like I guess, get booked. So I kind of had to put myself on. So I would do my shows and then I would DJ at my shows so people could see like, hey, she can actually DJ. That way I could get on other events.
I think the women that put the events together are a lot more organized than the guys are. Like they like have a plan, they execute that plan, and it comes out to be, and they're a little bit more honorable than the guys. Like girls, like if some messes up at an event and say they gotta pay the performers, like if some gets messed up, then they'll probably still pay the performers and give them a reason why they may not have been able to get all of the money, but you still get something and an explanation. The niggas will be like, you ain't perform, you ain't get no money. People be trying to fight over that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that type of stuff from women.
Yeah. Hey. Alright. Look. Wrap it up before you go to sleep. Natural products all up on the scene. Products picked so everyone can see. Girl, you look so beautiful to me. You look like I could bring you home with me just for my mama to meet. Your skin is clear in the sky, you a queen. Your chin you hold it as high as could be. You know you confident shows when you speak. Let me hear you. You smell good, I just wanna be here, you baby. Get the with it cause they feel you, baby. Oh yeah. You gotta be up in the mix in the link on Instagram, talking about curl patties and shrink, cause you already know what I'm thinking. I just wanna hey, yeah. All the girls with the natural hand, that soft skin, your face, that's hey.
Women definitely have it a lot bit harder when it comes to like the performing aspect of it, cause people just think that like they could just do and say anything, but like I said, women are way more particular about stuff, so they may require more. So you gotta pay attention to that. Like you have to like take care of what they're asking for, and you know, I feel like that's important.
I like it when there's all women venues and like all women bills. And it's like, it's cool to me, because I just did Auntie's Tea Party and that was so awesome. Like, it was so awesome to just have all that female energy and like all of that. Everybody was dancing. Like, women have a habit of just not caring. So when you perform for all women, like they're gonna dance and they're gonna groove and they're gonna do it. Sometimes dudes don't necessarily do that unless there's women, then like, oh, okay. But yeah, so it's cool to have it, just for the essence of it, because you have a lot of all dude shows, so why not do some all women shows? Like, why not? But at the same time, I don't like it when people put too much emphasis on me being a female artist a lot of the times. It just depends. It all depends.
Like, I've been in scenarios where I was the only female at a gig and it was like a rap show or something. And the people who owned the venue would only speak to the men, and it was like so apparent. They wouldn't even like say anything to me or acknowledge me. So it's been a growing experience for me because I haven't been around those type of scenarios, so I'm thankful for that, but it's definitely needed for events like this to see women like just push through the norm and push through those boundaries to show people, especially women, that it's possible to pursue the arts.
I keep my circle small so there ain't no jealousy. The way you got me feeling is amazing. So intimate and I'm not even naked. And your love is where I'm trying to get away. Ooh, baby, I'm just not good out for love. Oh, baby, I'm just not good out for this stuff.
If I could just like condense what we do in a few words, I would say is that we speak our truth and we encourage people to do the same.
We have a song called Individual. I always feel like that song is kind of our theme song because it's an encouragement for people who are individualistic, who are different, who are weird, who are not following the mainstream, who have new and radical ideas. to feel empowered and feel like they're in a safe space.
It just works.
Yeah.
I feel like
I bring a song sometimes, I'm like, hey, I got this song.
Yeah.
And it's just something I came up with on my equipment.
Yeah.
And then she'll write something on top of it. Another time, she has something already worked out, and then I jump on and add something to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually between those two.
Yeah, and I think it's fun. It's fun doing it that way. It's fun, like, having that, like, exchange of trust. Because it always keeps us pretty balanced, and we always, like, just hang out anyway, so. I think it's important to write about what you're experiencing. I think that it makes anyone's music not just so much more personally valuable, but it can speak to someone else's experience.
There's a movement in the country that's going towards normalizing life and normalizing people into the more traditional categories of just male and female and just white and not white. And I'm a transgender person. I may not look like it right now, but the reason I actually wore male clothes today because it's not easy to be a trans person out here, and I need a day off. And that's what we're trying to, we're trying to be out there and outspoken and inspirational through something that inspires people, which is music, so that maybe like enough of a culture develops where, I can put on a dress and I can come out and feel okay and not feel like it's like a chore because I'm gonna get looked at and harassed.
What I love about DJs is exactly what we try to practice, is like just feeling the room and understanding how the room is working and how we can put our own message across as a band, across in a context and in a way that our audience appreciates, and maybe even if they don't appreciate, they understand it. This is gonna sound critical, but I think every musician has that responsibility to make sure that everyone that is there to see them is comfortable and is able to move freely around the venue without harassment, without judgment. And we do that inherently through our music, but I mean, in a sense, I want to make our stage home and where the audience is another part of home. In the end, our experiences are valid, and we like to empower each other. We empower each other as good friends and as bandmates
to really, feel comfortable in our experiences. And we're a safe space. We're a safe space to do that for each other, so we want to extend that platform further and create that for other people that experience the same things too.